Yo. So I'm doing my video today without my microphone. I'm hoping that this way it won't catch as much wind. But just got my 2.25 mile run in. Same pace, 8:30 pace. Second mile was pretty brutal. The wind is whipping today, so it's been rough. But hey, you got to get out here and get it. There's no excuses. I put on my IG story before I got here. There was an elderly gentleman. He was walking the track, getting the steps in. You could tell, he was probably fucking cold as hell. But, he came and got it in. He didn't make an excuse today. And he was, I don't know how old he was, but he was an older guy, So if he's getting it in, there's no excuse for anybody else. And that's just plain and simple. So on my run today, my legs last night and today, they're pretty beat. They're hurting. I even wore a knee brace today on my left knee. I think it's just the colder weather. Like, it spiked today, so like it just felt rough. But I probably like 1/10 of a mile into my run, the brace was sliding so far down. I just kind of knocked it down to my ankle. It ran the rest of the way with it at my ankle, so I didn't have to stop. And then I also wore some glasses while I ran, and just to break the wind from my eyes. My eyes get dry so easy, and sometimes with the cold and the wind, it's not a good mixture. I'll start to get a headache pretty bad from it. So anyhow, got the run in, no complaints, feeling good. And so I listened to some David Goggins while I was running today. To me, it's something. He's one of the people I enjoy to listen to, especially when I need a little extra, just a little something in my ear to keep going. Not that I would stop without it, but it's just good to have that. Sometimes it's a brutal thing, and if you can listen to a story about a guy doing some brutal shit, it makes you feel like you can do just about anything, and that's part of why I do what I do. So so I just saw recently on Twitter that Dana White has now postponed UFC 249, which was supposed to be held on an island on the 18th of April. So I'm kind of bummed about that. I was really hoping that would come together, but as we're seeing, what he said in a statement on his IG Live was that he had to back down because of Disney and ESPN, overhead were really begging him and pushing him to back down and cancel everything, which I understand with the climate that we're in with this virus. But it's unfortunate because it was something I was really looking forward to, and I'm sure a lot of other MMA fans were too. But it's probably the right call for now as far as safety goes. So got that. Let's see. Again, not much else, guys. Just kind of been staying in the same rotation of crap I've been doing. Getting my runs in, getting my push-ups in, just keeping it light, doing what I can with my spare time, shooting bow, hanging out with the dogs, chatting people when I can, and shooting texts to people, whatever, same old, but yep. So I'm gonna cut this one short today, only like about 4 or 5 minutes. And but I'm trying to work on some things with the videos, like I said, guys. But another thing is certain equipment that I need. I'm gonna have to wait for shipping and whatnot, so who knows with that. But we're getting there. So just hang tight and be smart. Try not to go out. If you do, make sure it's doing something like this, staying active, staying away from people, keeping your body healthy, keeping your mind straight. You got to do what you got to do. If you got to go on a drive, and this is one thing I do want to pick up on before I go. I understand people are supposed to stay inside, and there's a stay-at-home order and whatnot. But as far as like driving goes, I know for me personally, I like to go and drive sometimes, you know. It doesn't mean I have a destination, you know. I'm not going to a store, going to, you know, get something that I don't need that's, you know, pointless. I'm not like trying to make a ruckus or anything. But sometimes like it'll be late at night and I just, you know, I'm not tired. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't like trying to force myself to go to sleep because I'll just lay there then and it's just uncomfortable to me. But what I do like to do is sometimes it'll be calming for me, you know, get me in like a mood to want to go to bed, is go on a drive. And sometimes that drive ends up being a half hour to 40 minutes or whatever it may be. I just go around, you know, I go to town, come back, whatever. I don't see a problem with that. I get why they don't want people out at all. But if you're just going for a ride by yourself, clear your head, throw on some music, throw on a podcast, whatever it is that you're into, I don't see a problem with that. I you know, I don't make the rules though, so don't go and say, oh, Keith said that this was okay. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just saying, you know, as a person, as a fellow being, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it, and that, you know, I don't think anybody should give you a hard time over it. So, and honestly, it doesn't look like they really are giving anybody a hard time, unless you're in some super densely populated area and you get pulled over or whatever. But I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess it's just one of those things. But as far as it goes for me, you know, I haven't changed anything in my life for the most part, other than just not go to the stores. I don't go to the gym. Other than that, my life really hasn't changed a whole lot, and I'm not working as much, you know, which is unfortunate because not having paychecks isn't easy. So I hope all you guys out there who are in a tough spot right now have a means to get by, or if you have a landlord, hopefully they're cutting you slack and letting you rotate payments beyond or something. I don't know, but you know, I know that economically, especially the low and middle class, we're gonna be hurting. You know, the upper class, obviously they're gonna hurt too, but you know they have safety nets. So I know a lot of us don't. So you know, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, you know, your life doesn't end because of it. So you just got to figure out a way to get through and then overcome it in the end. So that's really the only goal I have in mind right now is, you know, I have a little bit of money saved that I have left over since this all started, but, you know, one mortgage payment or say you got a car payment. I luckily don't right now because I've had my vehicles paid off. You know, hopefully just this thing comes full circle and we figure it out. But until then, just got to be smart, guys. Do what you got to do, but at the same time, be smart about it. And that's what I've been trying to preach is, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but if there's anything you can take away from my advice, is just be smart. Use common sense. Don't be a jerk, you know, especially people who think this thing is like a hoax or funny. You know, if that's what you want to think, that's fine, but don't put other people's lives at risk because you want to be ignorant, you know, in that way. It's easy to just throw on a bandana or something. You might even think you look cool. I don't know, whatever gets you through to do the right thing, just do the right thing. We don't want to lose any more people to this, and frankly, I just want to get everything back into the right line of where we were. And we need to learn from it, and we will. I think we definitely will get there. So, but for now, guys, I will catch you guys later. I will post this, and yeah, give me a little subscribe on here. Follow me on Instagram, and we'll call it a day. So have a good one, folks, and stay safe, stay strong, stay smart.